Long time no see. Well, long time since I had a chance to do a talking video. I know. I'm trying. Life is just... Anyway, today I'm going to do a somewhat highly requested video on how I maintain my family's hair. There are quite a few people who have asked me or they've inquired about how I upkeep everyone's hair in this family, because there's 6 of us and we all have natural hair, and I am the primary caregiver of their hair, so it gets kind of tedious. One person's hair might end up lapsing because I'm focusing on somebody else, so I might be focusing on 2 people and then everybody else's hair ends up lapsing, and that just happens sometimes, but for the most part I do well with keeping it up. So basically, here's my little schedule, or what I try to do. Okay, we're gonna start with my hair. My hair has been most neglected in the past maybe 3 months or so. I want to say more than that, but I'm not sure. You can't tell, but my hair, I have not been doing as much with my hair as I used to be. Yeah, I keep it moisturized, but I don't really have time to deep condition weekly anymore. I just don't. I'm trying to, but it's been bi-weekly instead, and sometimes not even that. I sometimes don't moisturize when I need to. I don't get the chance. Sometimes I don't pre-poo. I don't oil my scalp like I used to. I just don't have the time. Quite obviously. So my hair has been kind of neglected because I've been trying to upkeep my husband's hair and then my kids' hair, and their hair has been going through stuff, and it's like, oh my gosh, what have I done to myself? You know, I want my kids to have hair, and I want my boys to have hair, and it's been a little bit of a struggle, but I'm still working through it, and I'm doing it somehow. And everyone's hair ain't falling apart yet, so, or falling out rather. So yeah, the deal with my hair now is that I still try to wash weekly, although for the winter time it's been bi-weekly. Lately I've been washing bi-weekly because it's just easier to keep moisture in that way at times. I just keep it pinned down, or just keep it in an easy style, and then when I get home I might moisturize it like every 2 or 3 days. I throw it up in a pineapple, put a scarf over it, and I go to bed. And then I would be washing bi-weekly, but I'm starting to go back to weekly because my hair has been suffering again from moisture and me not doing much with it. It's been suffering, and also I've been slowly cutting off my colored ends. Y'all know I've been coloring my hair lately with the blonde, and my ends, I don't like my ends anymore. My hair's been going through something where the ends they're not healthy anymore. So I think I've colored my ends long enough. I've had a lot of fun with coloring them, and I think it's time for me to discontinue coloring the ends of my hair, so my hair is not as long as it was, because I've done quite a few trims between the end of last year and this year, so it's not as long as it used to be. But it doesn't matter. My hair grows fast, it'll grow back, whatever. So yeah, right now I just keep it in twists as much as possible, and I wash. Like I said, I'm going back to washing weekly. I'm using my shea butter more to seal in a whole lot of moisture because this weather is crazy. The cold weather really zaps the moisture out of my hair. So I'm using my shea butter again the way I do every winter. I use the shea butter mostly in the winter time. So I've been using that, using leave-ins under it, my oils, that same lock method. I'm still doing that. After I wash all that, like I said, I might deep condition every 2 weeks, maybe every 3 weeks. And that protein treatment I'm supposed to be doing every month, I still don't get around to doing that. I'm trying. Life has just been a mess, but hey, what can I do? So that's enough on my hair. Next, I'm going to talk about my husband's hair. He is on month 3 of his locks, I think. Yeah, month 3. I have to get some footage. I don't have any recent footage to put up here because he doesn't like being on camera that much. So, I have to get some recent footage at some point. I'll probably do an update on his hair soon. But he's on month 3 of his locks, and they're looking good. What I do with his hair is that I've been washing his hair bi-weekly also. And again, I'm trying to do that weekly instead, because what's happening with his hair, again, the weather, the cold weather tends to dry his scalp out, and he has very dry scalp right now because when I did his locks, his hair was not used to being left alone and not being washed a whole lot, so his scalp is it can get very dry. It's very dandruffy. It's gotten a whole lot better since when I first put his locks in, but he still has that dry, itchy scalp a lot. And when he goes to work, he'll come home with a sweaty scalp, and he might not be able to wash his hair that quick at the time, or I might just do like a quick water rinse in his hair or something, just to get the dirt out, and then I'll put some oil on it. But other than that, I've been washing and retwisting. I wash and retwist his hair at the same time. So what I've been doing for the past few months is that I've been washing his hair bi-weekly, and I retwist the same day. And usually it's at nighttime because that's the only time I have to do it. When the kids are down, everything's settled. The only time I have to actually retwist his hair is at night, and that's a struggle because I have to leave the clips in. And of course, he doesn't like sleeping in the clips. Who would? I mean, they're kind of uncomfortable. But he makes a way somehow, and he sleeps in them and takes them out the next morning, depending on if he has to go or not. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing with his hair, but again, I'm trying to do it weekly, so it's been a lot. I'm trying to do my hair weekly again and wash his hair weekly, but his hair is not really a struggle to wash, really. It's just quick because I don't use conditioner in his hair because his hair is extremely silky and the locks will start coming out. So I just wash right now. I use the Shea Moisture shampoo and I just wash his scalp really well and rinse, and then I retwist, and it's easy. Retwisting takes me about maybe 30-35 minutes, 40 minutes max. It takes me to retwist all of them and do the clips and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's how I maintain his hair. Thirdly, Syriah, my oldest, she's about to be 7 next month. Her hair is all over the place, as you noticed. Her hair is long. I'm struggling with her hair right now because I've been neglecting her hair. Because again, the things I mentioned before, it's just a lot of work. She has a lot of hair. It's medium thickness. It's not like super thick like mine. She has a medium thickness, but her hair is like super long. It's like tailbone length. So although I've been trimming it and keeping up with it, it's been a mess. I've been trying to straighten it again, or straighten it more often rather, just to give myself a break while not damaging her hair. I mean, just because you straighten your hair doesn't mean that you're necessarily damaging it if you do it right. And I always straighten her hair right, and everything happens, everything goes back into place afterwards. So what I've been somewhat doing is I straightened her hair again recently. There'll be a video about that up soon, but it just helps me because I don't have to keep moisture in her hair like that. I don't have time to do extensive hairstyles on her the way I used to. I really miss doing extensive hairstyles on her like I did when she was younger, but that time is gone. I don't have that time anymore. I have 4 kids. I don't have the time to do, the extra cute hairstyles that take an hour on her anymore. I just don't have it. So most of the time when her hair is curly, it's either in 2 ponytails, 2 braids, or it's in a bun, or it's in a bunch of braids. I'll do like big box braid, like 6 braids in her hair, and I'll leave it in there for a week. But what's been happening, I've been leaving it in there for 2 weeks. Her hair is it's been getting extremely frizzy, and by the time I take it out, it's very knotty because I don't really moisturize in between. And if I do, I don't do it enough. If I do moisturize, I'll take my conditioner and water spritz and I'll spray her hair. I'll moisturize it in the braids and whatnot, and then I'll redo the braids and leave them in for another week. But I know that's not enough because it's just not. Her hair is like really dry. The weather is drying out everybody's hair, so I've been neglecting it. I don't have time to deep condition her hair. Again, that protein treatment with the DIY thing that I did, I'm still trying to keep that up mostly on her. Trying to. I haven't been totally doing it. It's just been so much chaos. But right now, I'm trying to do the best I can with her hair so it will flourish again and not fail on me. And right now, she actually needs a cut, not a trim, a cut. I mean, cut, like when Caucasian people cut their girls' hair because it gets too long. She needs a cut. Not just because it's too much work, but it's just her hair is just so long, and she's getting a lot of split ends. I'm noticing more and more split ends on her hair. You know, just from it being so long, and I don't always moisturize her end. I don't moisturize her end as much as I would like to. So probably one of these days, I don't know, it might devastate her. I don't know if I even have the courage to do it. One of these days, I'll probably just do an actual cut on her hair because, again, she kind of needs it. It's about that time. It's about that time. Like I said, when other races, when their hair gets like super long, it gets unmanageable, and their parents, they do like a giant cut on it. And her hair grows like weeds, so I think it's time for her to get a actual cut, not a trim, but a cut. So I'll see about that. But that's all I have on her hair. That's pretty much all I do with her hair. I've been washing bi-weekly and moisturizing when I can. Next, Jam's hair. As you know, Jam has locks also. You guys saw his 6-month update. I did his 6-month lock update recently. I showed you guys the shea butter thing that I do with his hair now. His hair is fairly simple. His hair routine, I wash bi-weekly. He only retwists bi-weekly, if possible. Sometimes I'll let it ride every 3 weeks because I don't have time and I don't remember to. A lot of times, and it's just retwisting his hair isn't very hard. I just don't feel like it sometimes, so I might let it ride for 3 weeks because his hair isn't in the early stages like my husband's. And my husband's hair is silkier than Jam's hair, so his hair doesn't come out. His hair doesn't unravel as much. It's a little more tightly coiled, and it's a little more mature right now, so it can withstand 3 weeks of not retwisting. So I'll do that. I'll wash his hair every 2 to 3 weeks, and I retwist right then, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much all I do for his hair. His hair doesn't need anything else. I'm not going to put any extra effort into his hair. His locks are flourishing, they're growing, they're doing well. He's wild, Jam's all over the place. He gets a lot of lint in his locks, which irritates me, but I can't help that. I can only help as much as I can. He's in the habit now of putting his bonnet thingy on himself. He'll put his headscarf on himself. I got him in that habit because every night I'm not going to remember to put a headscarf on him and whoever else I need to put it on. I don't keep one on everybody every night because it's pointless and it falls off. So that's pretty much all I do to his hair. That's it. I just wash every 2 to 3 weeks and retwist with the clips in, and I take the clips out like 7-8 hours later when his hair is completely dry, and it's like checkmate. Next is Mari. So Mari, her hair is easy for the most part. Her hair is very fine. It's not thin, it's very fine. She has very fine hair. So her hair is very easy to detangle. Now that being said, it's not always easy to detangle when I leave it alone for a week and I don't moisturize. So yeah, I've been washing her hair bi-weekly. Yeah, pretty much bi-weekly. I wash, and it's pretty easy when I keep it up in braids. If I leave her hair out, it gets a hot mess. It's extremely hard to detangle, and she doesn't like it, of course, but she doesn't cry. She's a trooper. And I detangle very easily. Her hair is very loosely textured, very fine, and it's easy to work with. I tend to keep her hair in braids, and that's pretty much it. wash bi-weekly, put it up in a style. It will probably get messed up by the next day, like her edges and all that. She'll have like baby hairs flying out all over the place when she wakes up. But I can't help that. She's 3, and hey, what am I gonna do? I can't keep her hair neat all the time. It doesn't matter because they're in the house majority of the time. It doesn't matter. Her hair is still healthy where it's at. It's still at a healthy point, so I'm happy. And last but not least, Jalani. His hair is pretty easy. He's a baby. His hair care is, you know, simple. I wash his hair. Sometimes I wash his hair twice a week because he's a baby. His hair is always on the floor. So every time I give him a bath, I wash his hair. It's pretty much like twice a week. And he actually likes getting his hair washed. He used to not. He used to hate getting his hair washed. But he likes it. And I love his little texture. He has like a type 4. He has like a 4B, 4C texture, kind of. And I do keep moisture on his hair for the most part because his hair is mostly out all the time. I don't feel like doing too many styles in his hair because he's a baby, and again, I don't have time. So I tend to keep moisture on his hair, especially the back of his hair. The back of his hair gets really dry a lot. And I wash it. I use a Shea Moisture shampoo, rinse that out. Sometimes I use a conditioner. It depends. I don't always use a conditioner because Shea Moisture shampoos are the bizom, and they are like so moisturizing. Sometimes you don't even need conditioner with it for kids for the most part. So I'll just wash his hair and rinse. Sometimes he doesn't like when I hold his head back when I have to rinse, but he does pretty well with it. He'll fight for a little while, but he'll get used to it. And he'll just play in the water and play with whatever toy I let him play with, and that's pretty much it. And then when he comes out, I put some oil on it. I usually put some coconut oil all over his hair, massage it in and all that. I give him like a scalp massage, and then I'll just put in whatever leave-in I have on me at the time. Whatever leave-in, it doesn't matter. Whatever good curly hair leave-in, whether it be Shea Moisture, Cantu, whatever it is. If it's a sample packet, I use that. There's a sample packet of so-and-so's curl pudding. I use that just to use it up and make his hair, you know, have some definition. And I'll just rake it. I'll grab chunks of curls and I'll rake it through along with the oil I already used. I'll just keep raking the product through his hair. And that works so well for him. I just leave his hair out in a cute little fro and it'll dry and it'll be just so cute and crinkly. He'll just have a cute little crinkly fro, and that's easy for me. It's pretty easy. So yeah, I have to keep it simple when I have 6 heads to deal with. Because, like I said, some people's hair have been being neglected. Can't neglect my husband's hair because he can't go to work looking like a ragamuffin. And I can't neglect my hair because I can't go to work looking like a ragamuffin. The kids, it doesn't matter. They're in the house. Most of the time, they're in the house. Now, I do need to keep up their hair for health reasons, and I do. I'm doing the best I can to the best of my ability right now, my super busy, hectic life, to upkeep 6 heads of hair, and that is pretty much how I do it. So, I hope this video helped you guys or answered you guys' questions. If you have any more questions about what I do with me and my family's hair, please write them down below. And let me know if you like when I do talking videos like this, and I'll try to do more. I don't get this quiet alone time very often, so just let me know and I'll see what I can do. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.